we are driving right now, and it is trying to detect how far the other car is from our car. So intervehicular distances, if the distance between our car and the other car is, there is a particular threshold value for each car. And if that threshold value is breached and the distance between these two cars are getting lesser than the what is it buffer value or the threshold value, then what happens is you can see here the buzzer displays a warning. So you will get audio and visual signals. So this part is the passive part. So it gives us the warning or notification to make sure that you adjust the distance between that and make course correct yourself. Followed by that, you have the intervehicular distance between these two cars is further diminishing. That is, you're accelerating towards the car, and the distance between your vehicle and the other vehicle is getting even lesser than the previous. Previously what we had. So in this case, what happens is again the buzzer and display warning will continue. Followed by that will be a light braking will be applied. So the active part is coming in. So light braking starts to apply, and then your seat belts start to retract. It doesn't tighten you; it just starts to retract. Then when it senses that it is far too close and you're still accelerating or your braking is not enough, what happens is the collision is unavoidable. In this case, again, the buzzer and display warning continues and strong braking starts to apply. Automatic braking system starts to apply, and also your seat belt starts to retract, and then it tightens. So what happens is when this pre-tensioner it tightens, you are pulled back to your seat so that you do not flop forward or experience something called um, your spine and also your neck can sometimes due to like inertia of motion it can bend forward and it can either like dislocate itself or it can have some sort of effect. So this is called a whiplash effect. So to prevent the whiplash effect, the seatbelt tightens. So this is the use of a pretensioner, e-pretensioner. So the actuating part is the e-pretensioner, and the part which senses the distance between that and the warning system. All of these things will be the ECU part. Then comes control system of CAS. So forward collision warning with brake support is shown in this one. An audible warning will be given to you, as we have seen in the previous slide. So when your vehicle is too close, you will get some notification and the braking and seatbelt retraction will happen. And if it is way too close and the collision is going to be imminent, then strong braking and seat retraction will happen. So here we can see the ranges of sensors. So what are the sensors that are implemented in the car, and what is its maximum extension to which it can sense. You can see that the adaptive cruise control is used to identify to sense the cars or the obstacles or objects in front of it. It is narrow yet it is longer. Then we have traffic sign recognition on these two sides. It is needed to identify if the signal is in red, orange, or green position. So if it is red, if the position is in red, even if it is if the active CAS is implemented, it will brake for you. The automatic braking system will be applied for you. Then we have the cross traffic alert on all these parts. So this gives you an idea of uh, when you have a vehicle in front of you or behind you, these sensors will help you to prevent front end or rear end collisions. And also we have the side view mirrors. So it can be either side view mirrors or it can be a camera, a digital one. So these two ones, what it will do is it will help us understand the situation on the sides, lateral sides. So we can get we'll get to know what are the vehicles on either side of us, and if it is too close or too far from us. If it is too close, our steering wheel will be directed so that it does not, the vehicle on the side does not hit us or damage the vehicle. And towards the rear end, we have something called parking assistance. This all of you must have seen or used. So when it is trying to park, the camera turns on, and the camera has a sensor, it turns on. You have some guidelines, and you can park using that. So this is the flow of operation. You have the millimeter wave radar, yaw sensor, angle speed sensor, and wheel speed sensor. So what is yaw? Okay, so we have sort of a small homework. Answer in the comment section. What is a yaw? What do you mean by pitch, yaw, and roll? And which axes are they responsible for? Followed by that are angle speed sensor. And in this, I'm sorry, in this slide, it is rated as angel speed sensor. Followed by that, we have wheel speed sensor, which gives us the speed of the wheel, so we can identify the what is the velocity or acceleration using the system. So all of these data are put together into the collision avoidance system ECU. So this ECU, it is connected to the warning lights and buzzer system that we saw earlier, right? So that it is connected to, and also it is connected to ABS and pre-tensioner. ABS is used to brake, and pre-tensioner is used. It is connected to pre-tensioner, which is the seat belt retraction system. And on the other side, we have wheel speed sensor, yaw rate sensor, and radar sensor. So the wheel speed and yaw sensor predicts the vehicle's path. So the direction in which you are traveling, or the trajectory in which you are traveling, it can be identified by the ECU system. Then we have a radar sensor. It is used to identify if there are any obstacles by identifying the relative distance, speed which you are traveling, and also the angle in which the obstacle is positioned at or traveling at. Then we can calculate the lateral travel for collision avoidance system by its steering. So the steering wheel control is connected, and then it can uh, it can try to understand if there is any possibility of rear end collision. If there is a possibility, then the warning lights will turn on and the brakes will apply.